we've all grown up, differently to our other generations, and I very much feel if I can do it myself, I want to do it myself. And there are times when you can't do it yourself, and the system takes over, or it's appropriate to do things differently.
Prince William has taken on more duties, attending key events, managing royal foundations, and stepping in for his father when needed. To the public, it looked like the crown was slowly but surely preparing him for the ultimate role. But something's changed. Reports say there's tension behind the scenes. Despite years of preparation and loyalty, King Charles is holding back on giving William the title of Prince of Wales. Many thought William would get it right after Queen Elizabeth passed away. But there's been hesitation, delay, and questions. Is it just royal timing or something deeper? Could personal tensions or political concerns be in play? Why would King Charles deny his own son the one title that symbolizes he's next in line for the crown? Let's break it down.
I came away having met loads of good people there, and I felt really inspired, really energized by what I'd seen. But then coming back to the UK and seeing the headlines around the world, and the media also like to concentrate sometimes on the negativity. And I felt you're losing people every single time you have those headlines.
The title in question is the Prince of Wales, one of the most powerful and symbolic roles within the British monarchy. Traditionally, it's given to the heir apparent, and for centuries, it has marked the person next in line to the throne. King Charles himself carried the title for over 64 years, making him the longest-serving Prince of Wales in history. So when he became king, it seemed like a natural and expected step that Prince William would immediately inherit that role behind the scenes. There were clear signals where King Charles had allegedly assured William that the title would be passed to him in due time. During Charles's decades-long wait to be king, many within the family believed he was grooming William not just to support him, but to eventually step into that exact position with the weight and tradition it carried. Insiders say it wasn't just a formality, it was a private promise, one that William held onto tightly. For William, this wasn't about ego. The Prince of Wales title is more than just a name. It symbolizes a lifetime of preparation, duty, and leadership. It's the title his father wore while making countless speeches, meeting world leaders, and representing the monarchy across the globe. It comes with expectations, but also with honor. So when that moment came and the title wasn't immediately passed on, something cracked behind the polished royal smiles. After decades of being told he would step into that historic role, the hesitation felt personal. Prince William has done everything asked of him. From a young age, he was shaped by royal protocol, trained for leadership, and taught to prioritize duty above all else. Unlike his younger brother Harry, who eventually stepped away from royal life, William embraced his role with quiet discipline. He attended elite schools, joined the military, flew rescue helicopters, and has served as the face of the monarchy during some of its toughest modern moments. Whether it was walking behind his mother's casket or representing the family during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, William has shown consistency. He's rarely made headlines for the wrong reasons, and in a royal world filled with scandal and public criticism, that kind of steadiness is rare. When Harry and Meghan's dramatic exit shook the monarchy, William didn't lash out or give interviews. He stayed calm. He showed up. He carried on. He became the symbol of royal stability. And that didn't go unnoticed. Many within the UK began to view William as the true future of the monarchy, the one who could modernize it while still respecting tradition. That's why the delay in bestowing the Prince of Wales title cuts deeper. Because William didn't just inherit his place, he earned the respect that comes with it. So for him, this isn't about recognition, it's about being sidelined after doing everything right.
But ultimately, if we want to tackle this, if we want to get on the front foot, we've got to bring people with us. People have got to feel like there's hope, there's a chance we can fix this. And
the refusal or the delay came as a complete shock to William and those closest to him. Insiders say there was a quiet expectation that soon after Queen Elizabeth's passing and Charles's accession to the throne, the Prince of Wales title would be formally handed down. Sources close to the palace describe it as a moment of confusion. William had cleared his schedule for key royal engagements, possibly expecting an official ceremony or public announcement. But it didn't come. Even some members of his team were caught off guard. Whatever the reason, the message was clear. William, the loyal son who did everything expected of him, was left waiting. And for someone who has built his life around duty, that kind of delay doesn't just bruise the ego, it creates a sense of betrayal. Behind the scenes, royal aides noticed a shift in William's behavior. He became withdrawn, even irritable. Insiders describe him as being visibly upset, clashing with close staff over minor issues, and canceling appearances that were previously confirmed. It wasn't a public meltdown. It didn't have to be. The pain was written across his silence. For William, who has always put duty above personal feeling, this moment felt like a breaking point. He had done everything asked of him without complaint, without scandal. He stood beside his father during key events, gave speeches on behalf of the crown, and protected the family's image at all costs. But this was the first time that silence didn't feel like strength. It felt like surrender. It wasn't just about the title. It was the emotional toll of years spent waiting, preparing, and proving himself, only to feel like none of it mattered. William has always been the good son, the one who stayed when others walked away. So this quiet rejection stung in a way no royal protocol could smooth over. Power and position only make it worse. Charles may now be king, but William is the one the public looks to as the future of the monarchy. He's younger, more modern, and more relatable. Yet instead of embracing that, Charles has shown signs of hesitation, even control. It's as if he still sees William as the young boy shadowing him at royal events, not the fully grown man ready to lead a nation. This isn't just generational, it's about legacy. Charles waited a lifetime to become king. Handing over power might feel like giving up the very thing he waited for, and that leaves William stuck in the middle, ready to lead but held back by a father unwilling to fully let go.
Ultimately is what sold it for me, is that really is quite crucial. We need to be focusing on this one rather than giving up and heading out into space to try and think of solutions for the future.
While the world focuses on Prince William's emotional battle within the monarchy, there's one person who stood by his side: Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She doesn't need dramatic headlines or fiery speeches. Her power lies in quiet strength, unwavering loyalty, and emotional steadiness. Throughout the ups and downs of royal life, Catherine has been William's most trusted confidant. She knows the cost of royal duty, not just the public performances, but the private sacrifices. And during this current storm, she stepped in, not with loud statements, but with calm support. People close to the couple say that Catherine has been a source of grounding for William, offering him perspective when emotions ran high and reminding him of the bigger picture, their shared vision of a modern, meaningful monarchy. Together, they've created an image that resonates with the public: stable, relatable, and sincere. Catherine's presence has helped humanize the crown. She's a mother first, a royal second, and that balance speaks volumes. In this crisis, that sense of realness is what's kept William steady. Her ability to protect their children from the chaos while still fulfilling public duties shows the emotional leadership she brings behind palace walls. William may be the heir, but Catherine is his emotional compass, and as decisions are made above them, she's ensuring that their response remains united, dignified, and future-focused. And as William tries to find his place in a shaken monarchy, another scar quietly reopens: Harry. The pain of being passed over is hard enough, but for William, it's compounded by the loss of his brother, his former ally in royal life. William and Harry were once a team. They leaned on each other during their mother's death and stood together during their early royal years. But that bond has frayed, perhaps beyond repair. Harry's departure didn't just leave a hole in the monarchy, it left a hole in William's support system. With each controversial interview and public criticism from Harry, William has had to walk a tighter rope. He couldn't respond emotionally, even if the words stung. Instead, he stayed silent, holding the crown's dignity above his personal hurt. But behind that silence is a man who's now standing alone. The brother who once shared the burden of royal expectations is now speaking against it, and it's possible that this public rift made King Charles even more cautious, worried about repeating history or dividing loyalty too early. For William, it's a painful irony. He stayed, he followed the rules, yet he's the one questioning where he truly stands now. And Harry, the one who left, may still be shaping the choices that affect him most.
I think they they are living and then growing up in a world where it's much more talked about than when we were growing up.
William's moment of heartbreak may seem like a personal wound, but it could shift the foundation of the monarchy. A future king feeling undervalued and sidelined sends a strong signal not just to the royal watchers, but to the public, the government, and the institution itself. Public faith in the monarchy has always relied on a sense of stability and succession. William has long been seen as the natural heir, someone who blends tradition with modern values. His popularity has helped balance out the royal family's internal crises. But if he's hesitating, if his commitment is tested, it makes people question what's really going on behind palace doors. The concern now isn't just if William will inherit the crown, it's how he will carry it. Will he keep following the old script even as it leaves him out in the cold? Or will he begin to shape a monarchy on his own terms, more transparent, more balanced, and more emotionally honest? Observers are already watching closely. If William begins pulling back or even subtly challenging royal decisions, it could mark the beginning of a new kind of leadership, one shaped not by blind loyalty, but by lessons learned the hard way. The monarchy needs William, but the question now is whether it deserves him, and whether he'll continue to give his all when the cost feels so high. Prince William isn't just reacting to disappointment, he's navigating a moment that will shape the future of the crown. His silence speaks volumes. His restraint is a kind of leadership. And as the public watches him carry the weight of legacy, pressure, and betrayal, one question remains. Is he still just a loyal son, or already the king this monarchy needs? What do y'all think? Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe this channel for more updates.